Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host. And if you're new here, each morning we watch these two columns. This is our momentum indicator. This is our volume spike indicator. We watch for these numbers to start moving and rising to the top. We also want to see a volume spike going on. Once we see a stock that we want to maybe take a shot at, we click on it, come over here, and we check the current bar volume to make sure there's enough volume to get in and get out safely. It's not a specific number. We just want to see a steady flow of numbers here. No hesitation, a good battle going on, just like you see right now. Once we confirm we have volume, we look over here. We want to see these green bars, which are buyers in the Dominator Master. The red ones are sellers. We want to see them breaking above this yellow average volume line. They are currently selling. This is the sellers taking over. We also want to see this indicator moving to the upside. The green part is buyers. The red part is sellers. So if this indicator is moving up, we have green bars breaking above the yellow line and the stock is climbing. Chances are we're going to try to take a shot at it, make a little bit of money. If you're new here, I highly suggest that you trade on paper. Watch these live streams, but write it down the old-fashioned way that you entered and where you exited, and if you profited or lost. Keep track of it on paper. If you are successful on paper, then change over to real money. But start with small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. We don't want you throwing your money away here. If you are profitable with small share size and real cash, then all you have to do to increase your profits is increase your share size. Also, I am not a financial advisor, so make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you use any of my indicators or take any of my advice. I am not a licensed official, so I am a trader that trades from his home and decided to share his information. So make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you make any trades. In your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT so that you can not miss a trade this morning. I've seen a few stocks popping up, but they immediately go down. It looks like it's going to be a up and down quick profit day, so be aware of that. And we'll see how the morning goes. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. I did. Got plenty of rest. I'm ready to make a few more dollars. So we have about 2 minutes to go. Enjoy your coffee until the market starts at the top of the hour. For those of you just popping in, this is our boom scan. It is not been released yet, so it's not available. But I have it down here running. This is a very sensitive scan that is scanning. It will scan any of your favorite watch lists that you already have to let you know if anything's moving. And I will try to get this out there as soon as I can. It's currently in testing. Each week I make a little bit of changes to it and it performs just a little bit better. I haven't reached the peak yet, so I'm not ready to throw it out there. About 45 seconds to go. All right, 10 seconds. Good luck to everyone. And here we go. Watching for volume spikes over here. or waiting for a stock to pop up down here. ZEO currently pushing higher. Looks like it's pulling back immediately. There is a resistance level here. It needs to break it. It's already been rejected twice. A lot of red in the scans this morning, except for this one little stock moving up. Pushing up a little bit more now. Buyers coming in nicely. We're watching this bar here. We don't want to see any red. We're not watching price. We're not watching how much money you're making. We are watching buyers and sellers. We want to wait for red to come into here to get out. As long as it's green, it's good to take a position. As long as it hasn't extended itself already, which it already has. Next green bar will push it even higher. Like to see a tall green bar breaking that yellow line to push for more profit. Don't want to see any red come into this bar. Going to check another stock here real quick. CETX. Looks like it pushed up and pulled right back down. Be careful on this one. It could just reverse. It's got a lot of tall wicks at the top. There are a lot of sellers up here in this area. Watching these dominator bars, we want to see a tall green bar of buyers coming in. I don't think it's going to happen on this one. If it does, I'll be surprised. You saw it try to push up there, and the sellers came in immediately to knock it down. Buyers are trying to push it up, but them sellers just keep the price right back down. My blessing starting to turn over to the south. Sellers coming in. They're giving up on it. Let's go over and check SOUN. I see it's moving this morning. Currently at 1504. Watching these dominator bars. I'd like to see them tall, growing taller, not just sitting still like this. Pushing up now for $15.13. Strong buying coming in. Looks like the volume has died off on this stock. Just a few coming in slowly. Guess not everyone is aware of it yet. Would really like to see these tall green bars. They are taking profits now, it looks like. Then back to green. Not a whole lot of volume in this one. Every now and then some buyers step in and drive it up a little higher. Few more buyers coming in. Continuing to push just a little bit higher. This is under very low volume, so be cautious here. If you have a lot of shares, you need to sell partials to get out of it quickly. Sellers coming in. Going to move on from that one. Let's see if this one's going to make a bounce off the bottom. This is CETX. Not a lot of volume in this one either. Seems to be a kind of a sluggish, slow morning. Let's see what happens. Few buyers coming in, pushed to 383 and kind of bouncy, a little bit volatile. A lot of profit taking going on. MCRB taking off, cheap stock, about $1.10 a share. Let's see if it'll push higher here. Developing wicks on the top. These wicks on the top are sellers driving the price back down. Volume looks average. We do have steady numbers coming in. Let's see if we can keep it going. Pushing up a little bit higher there. Picked up a quick $100 on that little spike. Acting a little bit sluggish here. We really need some buyers to come in. Big tall green bars, a couple of profit takers, and a big sell-off. That's not good. This is kind of what everything's been doing this morning since I've been watching, is running up and immediately pulling back. All right, I'll check my alerts here and see if I have one on. Let me know if it's still beeping on you. RGTI, looking for it. Not seeing it in my scans. Make sure you check the volume on these stocks before you post them so that we don't make any waste of time trades. Volume is moving slightly. Good job, Jamie. Let's see if SOUN breaks out here. It's retesting the top again right up here. It's not looking like it's going to happen. ZEO testing the high for this pre-market session. Big red dominator bar. Still has a lot of sellers up in this area. Let's see if we can get it to break through. We need tall green dominator bars to come in for this to break through there and absorb all of those sellers. Good job, Aaron. Greg B, you got to watch them this morning. They're dropping fast after a run up. So be very cautious. Good job, Tally Ho. All right, we know how they're acting this morning. Let's take extra care before you get in. If you get in and make a profit, I suggest you take it. Don't try to nail the tops. A couple of you took some small hits. ZO pushing up now. I'm not going to chase the top here. I'm going to let this one run. I'm going to wait on the next one. And I'm only not going to chase the top because I know what's happening. I've seen it 3 or 4 times already this morning. 316. Hopefully this one will keep pushing for you and you were brave enough to get in. I'm not. Pushing up a little more, continuing to go upwards. Nice green dominator bars. We need this one to break that yellow line. We don't want to see any red in here. If we see red, they're going to start taking profits. Not pushing up very quickly. So if you're making $5 or $10, I wouldn't risk it this morning. The way things are going, I would take the profit. Pulling back now. Pushing a little higher, ZO. We had a few profit takers. Now a tall green bar coming in. And right back down to the high. USA forever. I don't think I'm under that rule. If I am, I don't ever comply by it. So you'll have to look it up. I haven't looked it up in many years. You'll have to look it up and see what the definition is. They may have changed it since the last time I saw it. ZEO trying to push higher. It's holding the price, which is good. They're not selling it off. Let's watch these dominator bars. We need them to break above this average volume line, which is yellow. Pretty tough day today, D-Man. I've been watching stocks since about 4:30. Everyone that's went up pulled right back down. So that tells me sell before you see red. Try to catch the runs when they're rising. And just be happy with what you get out of it. ASST, not seeing it in my scans anywhere. It's because it's under $1. I'm not scanning for stocks under $1. My blessing is turning south. Short dominator bars means the volume is dying. Now a red dominator bar, which is profit taking. Definitely a different market than last week this morning. SOUN pushing up a little higher. SOUN seems to have a good footing. It's not really selling off. They had some profit takers back here, but then drove it right back up. It is a little bit volatile. It looks like they're taking profits as it's rising, so be aware of that. Might be slow and difficult to get anything out of it. ZEO, thank you, Terry, pushing up a little bit here. Let's see if it'll run. We need some tall green dominator bars to continually come in to keep pushing this stock higher. It's already at a high, so be very careful here. Nice tall green dominator bar. The buyers are trying to push it up, but the sellers are right there at the top. Another green bar trying to come in, but it's a short one, so be aware. Profit taking. All right, I'm ready for a runner from the bottom, not from the top. Not seeing that this morning. Good job, 05. Good job, Terry. Terry, you must have told us late. You must have been already in it. Terry, just so you know, I'm not blaming you. Sometimes I got to get in too, and there just ain't enough time to do both at the same time. Pretty tough morning so far. We haven't seen anything really hit the scans that hadn't already run up once already, I don't think. I'm ready for a new one. Let us drive it up this time. ASST, let me take a look at it. It's pulling back. Let's see what it does. Terry says Zio may have more here. Right now we're looking for anything, right? I think I'm going to have to let it break the high before I move into it if I do. I really don't like buying them up here at this level, so I may just stay out of it totally. Red dominator bar, profit takers. Good job, Aaron. Tell that story. Hardzy is what part of the blessing? You don't have the full question there. All right, I see the first part of your question. How do we find the scan that shows the spikers? You have to be a premium member to get this pre-market scan. I don't know if you are or not. You're over on the YouTube side. Good job, Don. This indicator and this indicator, this is the My Blessing, this is the Master Scalper. Neither one of these two indicators are part of the premium membership. They are a separate purchase. They are $99 each and well worth the price. Futures trading, I started charging when it got large enough to where I had to hire help to keep it going. I had no alternative. ASTS, $26. May get something out of this one. Watching the dominator bars to make sure it's not just a pump and dump. Not seeing the volume that we need. Might pull right back down. Futures Trading also building a website so we can get off of this Discord and avoid all the scammers. I'm sure you are aware of the scammers. Hopefully we'll get it completed before the end of the year. We're working on it daily. ASTS trying to push a little higher. It's slow progress here. Short dominator bars. Low volume. Hitting a high now of 26.68. Still not a lot of volume in this stock. $26.90 now. I see you, A. Rick. I was hoping the volume would all of a sudden burst out on this one. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but it is still going up. red dominator bar, low volume, every sign that I don't want to see. We're going to get a new high here. Looks like tall green dominator bars under low volume, still climbing a little bit at a time. My blessing is now turning south. This shows weakness, slight red bar. Good job, Rick. I'm not a gambler, so I would never do that. I'm glad it paid off for you. ASTS still pushing higher. Not a lot of sellers on board here. It is a low volume trade though, so be aware of that. Kirk, I hear you've been pretty volatile. Whatever ran up, ran right back down. Been doing that since about 4:30. Showing weakness up here, red candles going up means weakness. So you have a red dominator bar. The my blessing is pointing south, so be cautious if you are in it. It may pull back. It may not. The volume's too low to really judge this stock. Pushing up to 2768 now. Now 2770. Climbing slowly under low volume. Big Al, I just like to see good volume flow. We're not having that. It's just a few people crawling in every now and then it pauses. I want to see this number continually moving, not just a few people coming in and then a pause. $27.88 now. I guess one good thing is ASTS is not selling off with big red candles. I think everybody's being cautious from what they've seen so far this morning. Volume quite low on this stock. Going to move on from here. QUBT, it's already hit a high, pulled back slightly. Don't think I'm going to be a chaser this morning. I've seen too many red candles already. Down in here would have been good. Up here, not so good. Not enough volume to even consider this one. LDTC under $1. It's already at a high. Not going to be a chaser this morning. I know how costly that can be. Good job, Terry. Nice green dominator bars. Lots of buyers coming into this stock. $0.79 currently. M, with the shares I'm hoping, it goes to the moon with the shares I have. That's about the best I can do on it. IPG. IPG not looking good. SOUN pushing up again. Needs to break this high on this red line. Needs to break through resistance. SMCI slow crawling up under low volume. LDTC under $1. It's up at a high currently. Good job, YouTube. No volume on MGX. I think as long as there's not a high volume play, I'm going to sit back, sit on my hands, and wait. I don't feel comfortable under these low volume trades. I may leave a little money on the table, but at this point I don't care. I'd rather keep some and not give any back. All right, YouTubers, unfortunately we didn't have the greatest moment this morning. If you continue to watch MGX, you may get something out of it. Just be very cautious of it if you do get into it. I appreciate each and every one of you who joined me this morning. I stream live on YouTube Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays starting at 5:55 a.m. Central Time. Join me back here again on Wednesday. If you're interested in joining us, there's a label at the top where you type in the chat. It's yellow and white. Click that. Join our Discord. Join our premium membership where you'll get 4 hours of live trading each and every morning, 5 days a week, as long as there's no holiday. You'll also get access to over 60-something live scans, over 30 indicators, and all the help you could ever ask for. I appreciate you joining me this morning. As always, God bless. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.